You know, in the crypto world, you hear a lot of projects promising to change the world. But what happens when a project is a total paradox right from the very beginning? Today, we're doing a deep dive into Giggle Token, a crypto that's walking this incredibly fine line between being a revolutionary charity and a massive, high-risk gamble.
So yeah, that's the big question on the table, isn't it? Is Giggle Token this brilliant new way to do philanthropy? Or is it just a super sophisticated scam hiding in plain sight? As you're about to see, the answer isn't so simple. It's a really interesting shade of gray.
So first things first, what even is Giggle Token, or GGL? Well, on the surface, its mission seems pretty straightforward and honestly really admirable. It calls itself a meme coin with a purpose, and it's built on the Binance Smart Chain. Its entire reason to exist is to automatically pump money into a global education platform called Giggle Academy.
Okay, so let's start by digging into the vision behind this whole thing. Because really, to get the token, you first have to understand the huge educational project it claims to be supporting.
And the person behind Giggle Academy? Not exactly a small-timer. We're talking about Changpeng Zhao, or CZ, the founder of Binance, the biggest crypto exchange on the planet. This quote from him really sets a massive stage. It's a powerful mission, and you know, having a name like CZ attached to it, that gives it a ton of weight and credibility right out of the gate.
And Giggle Academy itself sounds pretty cool. The goal isn't just to put school on a computer, it's to give free education for grades 1 through 12, but with a focus on real-world skills that you don't always get in school, like finance, AI, even blockchain. They use gamified learning, badges, points, NFTs to keep kids hooked. And here's the kicker. It's a zero-revenue model. It completely depends on donations to run.
All right, with all that background, let's get into the bull case. What are the strengths here? What are the cool, innovative features that have pulled so many people into this project?
This right here, this is the project's secret sauce, a totally automated donation pipeline that's hard-coded right into the smart contract. It's simple, really. Every single time someone buys or sells GGL, bam, a 5% tax is taken. That tax money is instantly swapped for Binance Coin, BNB, and then zapped straight into Giggle Academy's public wallet. No middlemen, no one has to push a button, it's just a constant, transparent flow of cash.
So, has this whole automated thing actually worked? Oh yeah, the numbers are kinda staggering. The project has already kicked off over 9,000 BNB. At today's prices, that's roughly $11 million, all sent directly to the Academy. I mean, this is massive proof that, yeah, you can actually harness all that crazy crypto trading to do some real-world good.
The token's economics, what we call its tokenomics, also look fantastic on paper. For starters, there's a fixed supply of just 1 million tokens. That's it, so there's no risk of inflation watering down the value. Next, the team holds 0 tokens. That's a huge trust signal. It shows they're not just trying to get rich quick. The contract ownership has also been renounced, which basically lowers the risk of a rug pull. And finally, that auto-conversion to BNB is genius. It means the charity itself never has to sell GGL tokens, which would just drive the price down.
Okay, but for all of those strengths, there's a much, much darker side to this project. So now, let's flip the coin. It's time to look at the bear case and really expose the big red flags that make you question the whole thing.
And this brings us to the absolute core paradox of Giggle Token, and it is a doozy. On one hand, you have what looks like heavy support from the top. The token is listed on Binance. Analysts have even tracked money flowing into GGL from other projects that CZ has backed. But, on the other hand, Giggle Academy itself has put out a formal, public warning saying they have not issued any cryptocurrency. I mean, you can't have it both ways. It's a massive, glaring contradiction, and it's right at the heart of this project.
The operational risks don't stop there, not by a long shot. First off, there's no major security audit from a big, trusted firm. That is a gigantic red flag in the crypto space. Then you look at the on-chain data, and you see clear signs of whale manipulation. That's when a few huge wallets pump the price way up, then short it and sell off, crashing the price and making a profit while everyone else gets wrecked. And if that's not enough, the dev team is totally anonymous. These risks are so real that the token even got delisted from a South Korean exchange.
So what's the bottom line here? Well, as one expert report puts it, this whole situation creates a legal gray area. And here's why that should matter to you. Because the official charity, Giggle Academy, has totally distanced itself from the token. If this whole thing collapses or it turns out to be a scam, you could be left high and dry with absolutely no one to hold accountable.
So all of this brings us to the question of long-term viability. I mean, can a model like this actually survive? And what kind of asset is GGL really? And this is where you kind of have to rewire your brain on how you think about this token. This is the key. The charity's funding doesn't care if the price of GGL goes up. Not really. It depends entirely on high trading volume. Think about it. The more people are buying and selling like crazy, the more times that 5% tax gets collected. This system isn't fueled by slow, stable growth. It's literally fueled by chaos and volatility. This mechanism is so unusual that analysts have actually come up with a whole new term for it: philanthropic volatility trading. It's this idea of an asset that's not designed for you to buy and hold forever. It's designed for active, speculative trading, where all the ups and downs, all that churn, that's what actually generates the money for the charity. It's a completely different way to look at a crypto asset.
So what in the world does this all mean for someone thinking about investing? Let's boil it all down to the key takeaways from this whole analysis.
At the end of the day, you have to see GGL for what it is: a dual nature asset. It is, at the exact same time, this really clever engine for philanthropy, and it's a super high-risk, speculative coin that's just covered in red flags. You can't separate the two. They are two sides of the very same coin.
So to sum it all up one last time, the good, that innovative funding model, and what looked like great tokenomics on paper. The bad, no audit, an anonymous team, and clear evidence of manipulation. The paradox, it seems linked to Binance, but the charity itself says, nope, not us. And that all leads to the final verdict. This is not a traditional long-term investment. It's a tool built specifically for this weird new thing we're calling philanthropic volatility trading.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? Is this strange, paradoxical model actually a glimpse into the future of charity, a new blueprint for others to copy? Or is it just a cautionary tale about what happens when you mix good intentions with a whole lot of hype and anonymity in the wild west of crypto? For now, that answer is still being written, one volatile trade at a time.